Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on Miami. So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut and at the 5 roaming the paint. The 3 from Chalmers. The shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. No good from Bogut.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And there's the foul against Golden State. They get Stephen Curry. Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. He misses the free throw. And the Warriors making a change here. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Buries the jump shot.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And back. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
And just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
They've got Chalmers. Haslam's out there with Shane Battier. Then it's Mike Miller. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Wade, he's checked in for Ray. Allen. Barnes.
I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Tries it from 9. No good off the front iron.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Heat lead by 3. We'll take a quick break then. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the 5. Curry with a wide-open look. Ezeli gets the bucket.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
It's Curry outside, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And the Heat with some changes. Ray Allen is checked in for Haslem. And Cole subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Wade drives in. Good. Wade's got his first points in this one.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Curry. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Bosch. Misses there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Miami. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And it's Golden State's ball. Trailing by 5. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. LeBron James is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Allen. Then it's Norris Cole. And it's Miller in at the 3 spot. Udonis Haslem is checked in for the Heat. And Bogut drops them both.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
Here's Bosch. It falls.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward. One after the other. Andre Iguodala getting it done.
Here's Miller. Nails it.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 2. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you've put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Thanks, Doris.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about, Greg. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
It's Curry outside. The shot is off.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it did. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. It's Philadelphia and the Chicago Bulls. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Irving. Jones is out there with Moses Malone. Then there's Richardson, and it's Cheeks in at the point. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Cheeks. Lets it go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And so here is Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. And Dr. J slams it in.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Substitution for the Bulls. Bill Whittington.
Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. All sorts of time. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. It's Pippen on the wing. Feeds to Kerr. Irving with the steal. And that does. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Dennis Rodman is out there with Longley. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Kerr. And it's Kukoc. And it's the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Brown outside. That's good. Brown's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the 76ers. The drive by Jordan goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Some changes for Chicago. Simpkins comes in for Luke Longley. And it's Harper in for Kerr. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Moses Malone.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
That bucket by Clint Richardson, the second rounder out of Seattle University. 76ers on defense. They've led by as much as 10. The shot by Jordan, no good.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
It's not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Cheeks. The shot will not go. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. 76ers lead by 9. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. The second half just about to get going here. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Moses Malone. Cheeks is out there with Richardson. Then it's Jones. And it's Irving in the small forward. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Jordan after Julius Irving's basket. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper. Longley can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 13. Here's Malone. Moses Malone doing some damage with the dunk.
Bobby Jones.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia ahead, up by 15. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Simpkins is out there with Bushler. Then there's Wennington. Then it's Kerr. And it's Harper in the guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And here are the Bulls now, down by 15. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
Clement Johnson.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Three-pointer. Harper, no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Ron Harper. That's his third personal foul.
And that one falls for Johnson.
George Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Swiped it away. Bushler missed. So it's the 76ers winning this one
I'ma let you know where I come from. Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guns, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Philadelphia 76ers facing the West All-Stars. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Jones. Cheeks is out there with Richardson. Then there's Irving. And it's Malone in at the 5 spot.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
And it worked to perfection, Clark, on that possession. We'll see how that plays out in terms of being a big part of their game plan.
Irving. Moses Malone doing some damage with the dunk.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Malone. It's rebounded by Leonard. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Westbrook. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
West All-Stars off to a quick start here. 4-point game.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Malone.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Durant. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. So the West ends up going with the new group.
First team foul. Substitution.
40 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Paul kicks to Cousins. Second chance shot. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The drive by Thompson. Nice D from Malone. From the baseline. Cheeks no good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Turn it up.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars, what do you think?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy
Like
of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, on out there with Richardson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Irving at the small forward spot. West All-Stars shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They lead by 4. Got that bucket in no time at all. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Inside. Oh, trying for it. And the ball
But
goes
no!
out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Oh, this isn't copyright music. Hold on.
On its way from Curry for 2.
Let me have the pause up. Pause it up.
In the second.
Pause it up. Thank you.
And that one's...
Oh, dude, I need the pause up. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Start up. Start up again.
Good by Davis.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Harden can't hit.
Was that a shot?
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Run, boy.
Important to have that good interior defense.
Johnson goes in.
No, that was a miss.
Kept alive. To start the run.
Oh, yeah. So nice.
Sends it back. Kobe's checked in for the West. Philadelphia also making some changes. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Johnson.
That's Mr. Dunkin' Donuts.
For Irving. And Cheeks
Mr. Dunkin' Donuts.
For Brown.
Can I must be up here?
Making them both.
Nah,
He
man.
misses the free throw.
Dude, seriously, stop shaking the screen. So annoying.
And he's good on the second.
Okay, I can still get this one in.
Curry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Boy.
Westbrook passes to Bryant. It's stolen
Huh?
by Jones.
I'm on an iPad.
The 76ers with another miss. And sometimes we all
Get on him,
just
get
want
on
to
him.
show people that we have the range.
Huh?
Yeah, you speaking from experience?
Yeah,
We
do you
already
remember?
know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing.
Oh, the
from
glass
that
is
deep.
broken.
Here's Cheeks. And
Oh!
got a good shot right there.
Okay.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Hold me
West
down.
All-Stars out in front as they end the second quarter on a 9-1 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Shut up.
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, no.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
You're dead.
Here's Westbrook.
Oh yeah, but it's seriously dead though.
Lead. This is their biggest.
That wasn't a joke. 'Cause I knew you were still on the phone with him and you were gonna try and
Then
prank
there's
me.
Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant. And it's Curry in at the point.
Hey guy, want to see
That's
Mr.
Steve
Dunkin'
Kerr's
Donuts in
five
action?
As we get into the second half. Cheeks.
Look, Mr. Dunkin' Donuts. Mr. Dunkin' Donuts, no, don't throw it. You're horrible
Jones
at that.
in the post, working on Bryant, and that is good. Jones has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the 76ers.
Have you ever heard of someone called Dustin?
Kobe with the steal. One-on-one fast break. They get it back. Outside Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Goes back up.
Kyle, look, this is Mr. Dunkin' Donuts. Someone's waving.
And it's Leonard with the assist. Westbrook's got the lead up to 10 now for the West All-Stars. Durant against Malone. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Yeah, this game I'm doing horrible.
Making some changes. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up.
It's seriously that.
He'll shoot two right here. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Philadelphia shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And the 76ers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Cheeks hits them both.
Huh? I don't care if he shakes the screen, honestly. It doesn't bother me too much.
Malone with the steal.
Oh! I don't care if he changes his team or not.
And good on the basket. Book it.
I'll win this
Nice
game.
move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second one. Not sure if they're aware.
I still have a minute and 30 seconds to get all my wins in.
Well, they ought to be. I mean,
Oh,
that's
God.
basic basketball
3,
time
6,
management. You've got to be
9.
aware of your clock and your
I only need to get
situation.
three-pointers.
The 76ers trailed by 8. Here's Cheeks. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot.
What I
in that
do?
possession, but still able to get two.
Mr. Dunkin' Donuts.
A shot's good from Westbrook.
Mr. Duncan, you failed me.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Cheeks.
Oh,
And the ball goes out of play following the shot. Outside Curry. It's Durant with the drive. And
got that nice
Steph
dunk in there.
right through.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Cheeks. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. West All-Stars lead by 10. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The 76ers trail by 10.
Haha,
On the
take
court
that
for
foul.
Philadelphia to start the fourth. Irving is out there with Johnson. Then it's Cheeks. Then
Come on,
it's
give it to
Richardson.
Duncan.
And it's Malone in the center locking down the middle. Cousins
Wide
knocks it away.
blade.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
This team isn't even that good. It's just getting a lucky
Team
game.
stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
This isn't my
About
team.
as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Like I used last game.
Aldridge with him. Guarded now by Irving.
Kyle, look at the guy. Look at the guy rushing towards the camera people.
And taken away by Johnson. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
What?
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Ryan is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Johnson's checked in.
Oh!
Not enough on that one as it misses.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may
I might get
or may
off
not
this
be.
after this game.
He's
I'm
not making
tired.
that.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, they will win by a large margin for the West All-Stars.
I'm not, because I'm technically still winning.
More guys involved.
Anyway, I want to take a nap, dude. It's my it's my summer.
Moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And when you look back at this one,
Mr. Dunkin' Donuts, Kyle, look at that.
this was for
Dunkin' Donuts.
Westbrook. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a different.
I feel so.
Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the
What?
wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Richardson. And the rejection
I don't
by
know,
Cousins.
really. I'm tired, man.
Here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Fires for three. And Jones.
I mean, do you want to play tomorrow, maybe?
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Western All-Stars ball.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course
Huh?
so far.
Yep.
Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable.
He
to
doesn't
throw a
have 3
pass that
wins.
Far off the mark.
I don't think he understands. No, that's not how it's gonna work here.
It's offline from half court.
That's the only way he's gonna
Now
win.
we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for.
You know, I don't care,
slowing it
'cause
down
he's-
the stretch, but I think it's too little.
That's the only way he's gonna win.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss.
I'll talk to you guys later.
And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. Primo, dynamic duo. Dynamic
동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Warriors out in Oakland. And for Golden State, they have to be pleased with the way things have gone for them this season, winning 3 of their first 4 games. They've been a confident-looking team since the end of the preseason. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, I mean, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
Hey, you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one
In a
quarter last
quarter,
year? How
yeah.
incredible is that to get 37 in a quarter?
Not
Shaq?
only that, Kenny also had 26 in a quarter later on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he can shoot over anyone with his height, and he has a quick release. You know, he probably has the prettiest shot in the game.
I would agree with that.
37 and a quarter.
Right.
And your career high was
41.
41 is your career high. 37 and a quarter. Does that impress Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
What's your high in a quarter?
I don't know. I didn't get the ball that much.
Oh,
you know who I played with.
You had 50. You had 60 in a game. Oh, my God.
I heard you, Shaq. I heard you.
I could be subliminal.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan right now.
Because the guy didn't get it to him.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Memphis Grizzlies.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And the Clippers starting five. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3. Now, here's Green, here's Ezeli, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Warriors on D. Paul dishes to Crawford. Feeds to Griffin. And here is Paul. 5 to shoot. The floater, and Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Curry. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by just 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And a word from Chris Paul, who has a little something to say about the success of a very special and influential teammate, Blake Griffin.
You know, Blake.
Of course, we know that Blake would say the exact same thing about Chris Paul. You know, Chris and Blake Griffin share so much in common when it comes to being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
And you think about it, Chris Paul is not easily impressed, nor is Doc Rivers for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard he's worked and how far he's come in his career.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?